Welcome back, viewers. So today we will be testing the mass index indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below. But before we get into testing today's indicator, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everybody to see. So to date, we have tested 31 indicators. And out of those 31 indicators, 10 of them have met or exceeded the 60% win rate threshold that we have set. The best one so far has had an 85% win rate, which is a very respectable win rate for a single indicator to achieve. So, as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 10 indicators and go jump into the market and start profitably trading with them now. So, go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and pick the one that you like the best and get out there and see what you can do with it. But stick with us here as we work to maximize your trading profits. So, as I said, today we will be testing the mass index indicator. The mass index indicator was created by Donald Dorsey. It uses the high-low range to identify trend reversals based on range expansions. So, it is rather challenging to explain exactly how the indicator works. I mean, in theory, it's relatively simple, but bear with me here. So, we have the mass index indicator, which is designated by this light blue line here. The way Dorsey explains this indicator should be traded is that it produces reversal bulges. And those reversal bulges we'll call reversals. Now, if you have watched my videos from the beginning, you know that I am not a fan of reversal indicators. And that's because reversal indicators often cap your potential. And that's because we see a lot of the time where price action will reverse for a moment and then continue back in the original direction that it was headed in. You can see that here, a reversal, and then it continues back down. Does these zigzags. And so often it is very difficult to call a reversal at the very top that would allow you to then ride a whole new trend out for an extended period of time, allowing you to maximize your profits. Often reversals, you get in for a quick profit and then you get stopped back out for break even, and it happens over and over and over. Well, that caps the potential of your trades and puts you at a significant disadvantage immediately in your trading. So, that being said, again, I don't like reversals, but to stay true to the channel, I feel like we need to test every possible indicator to see if it can help us out when building our trading system. So back to the mass index. The way Dorsey explained, as I said before, was that the mass index creates these bulges. These bulges are an indication that a reversal should be taking place, according to the indicator. In most of the examples of the mass index, they refer to the 27 marker. And so over here off to the side, we have these numbers. And they refer to marking off the 27, the number 27 spot off to the side to create a line. Then that line is very similar to this red line that I've created here. The only thing is in TradingView, that line is a little bit different. It's not already there, so I had to create it. And with playing around with this indicator, I have found that the 10.5 marker seems to be about where we need it to be able to catch any kind of reasonable amount of signals. As you can see here, if I scroll way back, if I was at the 27 marker, which is way up here, we would never get any signals. So I have brought it down and put a line where I feel like is a reasonable place to use this indicator. Now back to how the indicator works. Again, this is a lot to take in, and so just bear with me here. When the mass index crosses above this red line, the designation line we'll call it, that is a signal that a reversal is close to occurring. The signal comes when the blue line, the mass index, crosses back down below the signal line, the designation line. That then tells you that the reversal is taking place and is a signal to then place a trade. Now, you also have to know when the mass index crosses the red line, you have to know what direction trend was heading in. Because if this is going to reverse trend, you need to know what the original trend was so you know which way the reversal is taking place. So we will use this trade right here as an example. If you follow this purple line up when the mass index crossed the red line, we were in a downtrend. This orange line up here at the top is a regular moving average set on a 15 period. When price is below that moving average, we are in a downtrend. When price is above that moving average, we are in an uptrend. And so in this particular case, when the signal took place, when the mass index crossed above this line, we were in a downtrend. And so we are looking for a reversal of an uptrend to take place. And that would happen when the line crosses back down below the red line. So when the mass index crosses back below the red line, the designation line, that would then be our signal to go long in this particular case. Okay? So, like I said, very long-winded, very interesting way to set up an indicator. But we are going to give it the best try. If you're still kind of confused as to how we are going to trade this, just watch the video and follow along, and I'm sure it will become clear as you see the signals actually taking place. So, here is the first signal. The mass index has crossed above the red line. We are trading below the moving average, which means we are in a downtrend. We are now waiting for the mass index, the blue line, to cross back down below the red line, and that will be an indication, a signal to then go long. And that's what we are going to do. All right, so there is the cross right there. And we got a winning trade on that one. And now we will continue on with this indicator. One thing I don't like about this indicator, I already said it's a reversal indicator, which I don't like, but it gives very few signals in a year's time. And it's very hard to grow your account if you are getting very, very few signals within a year's period of time. You need a reasonable amount of signals to be able to be in the market as much as it makes sense to grow your account and profitably trade. And as you can see, we are missing, quite a few reasonable trades here. I mean, there was a good downtrend right there that started taking place, and nothing happened as far as the mass index was concerned. That's a trade we could have taken and profited from, but we didn't get a signal. Here is a small downtrend right here. We could have gotten in, taken some pips there, and gotten back out, but no signal from the mass index. So that is a two strikes against this indicator so far. But again, we're going to stay true to our word and we're going to put it to the test. We have our next signal here. We are trading below the moving average. So this would be looking for a long signal once the mass index crosses down below the red line, and it did there. See if we got our 50 pips. We have not yet, but we got it on that one. So far, not so horrible. If only it gave us more signals, and if only it wasn't a reversal indicator. And I see that as in, that's how it was designated by Dorsey. It does appear that in both of these trades so far, that was a relatively decent move that took place there. So just because it's called a reversal indicator doesn't necessarily mean it is a reversal indicator. I mean, at a certain point, almost all indicators are reversal indicators. But where does the scale tip where it goes from being a reversal indicator to now a trend confirmation indicator? That's the question. So we are trading below. So we're going to look for a long once the mass index crosses back below. And it does so here. Let's let it play out a little bit and see what it does. All right, we are at the end of the year now. I have, for the sake of time, went ahead and finished out the year. So that way the video isn't running too long. Let's get a count on the number of trades. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. And we have 1, 2, 3 winners. So that does not meet the 60% criteria that we was looking for. As I said before, it's a reversal indicator, gives us very few signals in a one year period of time. It doesn't seem to be calling the reversals when when these big trend moves, these big trend reversals are taking place. Yeah, in theory, we could lower the line, but then we start to have, we start to have more losses. It's a slippery slope. when you start making signals to where, when you start changing indicators to where you get more signals, as you know, the more signals you have is the more losses you take. And so, yeah, altogether, it's a kind of wonky indicator, doesn't seem to be giving us what we need, and so therefore we are putting this one on the no list. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView, and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.